Quinn Hughes edge work, baby. Quinn Hughes shooting. Oh, rebound. Sure as he... Okay, I was going to say, how did I not get a goalie interference call? All right, I'm fucking taking him out. I don't give a bollocks. I do not care, yeah? Once you give me that goalie interference penalty, I am coming for their fucking dome, yeah? Oh, it was Domi. It wasn't even me. It wasn't even me. It was Max Domi that got the penalty. Well, I guess that's why they say innocent until proven guilty. I thought I got the goalie interference call on this play because I drove the net here, ran into the goaltender, but it was indeed Max Domi. Shorzy got up from running into the goalie, thought he took a penalty, so he said, okay, I'm taking off his fucking dome. Goes at the goalie and just bam. That is insane, dude. Imagine doing this in a National Hockey League game and not getting banned for life. I mean, this might be a charge if Shorzy ever did this in real life. Back to me. Can somebody give me the puck? Oh my God, why did I call for that? I don't... Why are you going for a change? What on earth? Cody Ceci gets a fucking breakaway? Are we serious? What is Sean It is finally time. GM Pasta has arrived in NHL 26, and the first team that we are going to be taking over the reins as the general manager is none other than the Utah Mammoth, baby. Chat, how we doing? Welcome back, and we are ready to go. So we got Utah to start off. I put up a poll, I think about 2 weeks ago, looking to see what you guys thought for the first team that we should take over, and Utah won the vote pretty clearly. And I already had them on a very short list of teams that I wanted to do. So we got to take a look at the roster, take a look at the contracts, and see what we got to do. Starting off, we do have a good young top line of Clayton Keller alongside Logan Cooley and Dylan Guenther. All pretty high overalls already. Keller right now is in his prime at 27, but Cooley is only 21 and Dylan Guenther 22. Hayton Schmaltz and Pekturk as our second line is not bad. We did sign John Jason to an extension, $7.7 million over the next 5 seasons. We get Stenlund, Kerfoot, and Tanev. Our bottom 6 needs a lot of work. I don't expect us to be that competitive early on. And then defensively, we got to completely overhaul this D-core outside of Mikhail Sergachev and Sean Durzi. I don't think any of these guys are going to be long-time stays here. And then between the pipes right now, it's Karel Vejmelka, 85 overall, 29-year-old. Most likely not going to be our starting goalie long-term, but he's good enough for right now. I'm not completely mad at this roster. We got good young talent. I do believe we got T.J. Ginlin, the minors. Carconi is another young guy. Oh, never mind. Carconi literally is 29 years old. Is that Kyler Yamamoto? Damn, Kyler Yamamoto in the minors, man. The Edmonton Oilers legend. TJ Ginla was a draft pick who hasn't made his debut yet. He'll probably be a mainstay on our roster, but contract-wise, we do got to sign some people to extensions. So let's take a look. First guy we got to get back on a long-term deal is Logan Cooley. 88 overall at 21 years old. We want to lock this man up long-term. We give him a full no-movement clause to lower the AAV. He is going to be a mainstay on this roster, our number 1 centerman of the future, so we want to get him locked up long-term. Lowest dollar possible. How low do we think we can go here, chat? He does want an extension, so I think I can go all the way down to like 8.5? $8.5 million, chat? What about 8.6? I'm going to go 8.575 over the next 8 seasons with a full no-movement clause, and there we go. He accepts it on the spot, baby. Logan Cooley looks drunk. Chat, how does he look drunk? Explain to me how he looks drunk. Quit dissing our number 1 centerman. We literally just started here, and the fans already trying to boot out a player from this fine state of Utah. Barrett Hayton, another guy that maybe we want to get back. $3.9 million. He's 25 years old. He only has top 6 low potential. I would like to lower it a little bit. We'll go down to like 3.725 over the next 3 years. He's going to take a few days. I think Logan Cooley was the only guy that we needed to lock up long-term. Vejmelka at 4.7 for a very long time. He's got a pretty good contract. Forward-wise, I think we're good. Where's T.J. Ginla? He's in the minors, is he not? In the system? There he is. He's signed, 74 overall. Most likely he's going to play on our roster next season. And then we got Desaulniers. Chat, how do you pronounce this man's name? Can somebody help me out here? Please. Somebody help me out. He's got medium elite potential, 75 overall. These guys still got a ways to go until they're NHL ready. So, I did some scouting beforehand. I have some players on the marquee that I want to go after and trade for. I don't know what I'm going to give up, but we're going to try to make some moves and try to improve this roster right off the hop. So, we're going to take a look. All right, I wanted a second line center, but I got to take a look. Trade value-wise, Dylan Guenther, untradeable. Cooley, Keller, these guys are probably long-term stays. This guy has yet to been signed, but we're going to wait a year to sign him. TJ Ginla's got pretty decent trade value. We could give up Mikhail Sergachev, $8.5 million at 6 years for only an 87 overall D-man. I don't think we're going to be very competitive right off rip. Nick Schmaltz is probably a guy that has to go. What if we go Nick Schmaltz? Mikhail Sergachev. We'll give up Sergachev. I want to keep our first round draft picks, but I'll give up seconds. A 2027 second. And we'll throw in a third as well. Third rounder into the trade. Where do I want to go? The Florida Panthers. A second line centerman of the future that I wanted from Florida. Where is he at? Anton Lundell. Top 6 medium. 86 overall. 23-year-old. Locked up 5 years at 4.9. I'm not that confident. Wait a minute. Florida be over the salary cap? Right. Sergachev does make a lot of money. All right, let me get some salary in return, chat. Hold up. Who makes a lot of money? Luosterainen. Ooh, wait, that's centerman. My bad. Wow. Talk about a team that you cannot move. No movement clauses completely across the board. That's absurd. Barkov 96 is crazy. How, Melatonin? Explain to me how that's crazy. We'd have to take somebody like Evan Rodriguez. He's got some trade value. What about Luosterainen? I'll take Luosterainen. Throw him into the trade. We'll have to throw in another pick. That's not going to go through. I don't really want to give up another second. 2030 second. Sergachev, a second, third, and a second for Luosterainen and Anton Lundell from the Florida Panthers. Consider it a done deal as GM Pasta has made his first ever move here in Utah. W or L. We gave up our number one D-man, but again, we're not going to be competitive in year one. Sergachev doesn't really meet my timeline either. A lot of our guys are young. Keller, he's got a lot of trade value, but another guy that could potentially be on the move. So we picked up Anton Lundell. He'll be our second line center of the future. Nick Schmaltz, I do want to get rid of and clear up some cap space. All right, who else did I want to go after? LLLW, I just became a member. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. All right, who did I have here on my board? My drafting, or my scouting board, I should say, not drafting board. All right, the Rangers and Ottawa, 2 players. Let's go to New York. The New York Rangers. They had a guy by the name of Will Cooley. Top 9 high, 85 overall, 2 years at $3.9 million. 1-for-1, chat? I'm going to try to see if this trade will go through. 1-for-1 Schmaltz for Cooley, and bang, there it is. The New York Rangers accepted. And I am wheeling and dealing. W or L, what do we think? Was watching Rookie Showdown. Demidov going to be insane? Yeah, he's going to be good. He's going to be very, very good. Definitely the Calder favorite right now. All right, the other guy was Ridley Gregg. Top 6 medium potential. He doesn't have really much trade value at all. We'll give up one of our depth forwards. Barrett Hayton, no. McBain. Chat, do we give up McBain? Nah, he signed long-term. Luosterainen. Wait, since when did we pick up E2 Luosterainen? That was in the trade, right? Budo. We'll give up our young guy. Budo. And a draft pick. Throw in a 4th and a 5th. A prospect, a 4th and a 5th for Ridley Gregg from the Ottawa Senators. Welcome to Utah. Bang, there we go. So, I pretty much got all the forwards that I want. Not Ridley. Yeah, we stripped him from Ottawa. He's gone. Defensively, there were 2 defensemen from Washington. I don't think I'm going to be able to get them, though. It's going to be really tough to get them. I'm not going to lie. It's Faravari and it's Rasmus Sandin. They fit in our system. They fit with our coaching scheme. I don't know if we're going to be able to get them. All right, so Martin Ferravari, Rasmus Sandin, two pretty decent overalls. They're both signed. I mean, Ferravari, I think he has an extension that kicks in. I'm pretty sure. But Sandin's locked up for 4 years. Miss watching Ridley Gregg and Brandon. He played for the Brandon Wheat Kings. Really? This season, you're going to win the Stanley Cup? Not a shot. We are not a cup contender in year one, chat. All right, the problem is we don't have anybody. We'd have to get rid of Sean Durzi. He does make a little bit, yeah, $6 million. Not comfortable. Give up Sean Durzi. We're going to have to get, yeah, we'll definitely have to give up a first rounder. Preferably like a 2030. 2030 first round pick and Sean Durzi. Now we got to throw in more. We'll go a third and a fourth. Giving up Durzi, who makes a little bit too much money, a first, third, and a fourth for Rasmus Sandin and Martin Ferravari from the Washington Capitals. Ain't no way that's going through. We're going to have to sweeten the deal, chat. What do we think? We throw in a second instead of a fourth? Throw a second in there instead. Throw in a second round pick and consider it. Throw in a second rounder and consider it a done deal. We picked up two defensemen that fit our scheme system. We got rid of a big contract in Sean Durzi, and I think we got a little bit better. Wheeling and dealing, baby. Who are you trying to trade for? Ferravari and Sandin from Washington. We gave up one defenseman and a pick for two D-man that are both 25 years old. All right, the rest of our D-core, I'm not going to lie, it's pretty rough. I think that's all the moves I'm going to make, at least for year number one. We could technically go after Joel Hofer from the St. Louis Blues. Starter medium. He doesn't have a lot of potential. That's the issue. Never mind. Is there any young goaltender I could go after? Chat, do we go after Wall? Joseph Wall from Toronto? I mean, he's not really young. He's 27 years old. Curry Schmidt, no thank you. Logan Thompson, he's got a no-trade clause. Lucas Dostel, starter high, 85 overall. He makes a lot of money, but he is locked up long-term. Do we... I mean, 25 years old, how much more is he going to grow? How much better is he actually going to get? Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. Doesn't he have a shitty contract? 4.7 over the next 4 seasons. I think we just stick it out with Karel Vejmelka, chat. Kochekov is another guy. No, I don't think we go after Kochekov either. What about Spencer Knight, chat? He's got elite medium. 5.2, 1-year contract. Philly is fuming. You passed up on Wall. Morgan Riley is a bum. Nico Dawes. Does Nico Dawes have that potential in this game, though? Mackenzie Blackwood, how old is he? I think he's like 28. Yeah, no thank you. Doesn't really fit our timeline. I think we're going to have to rely on drafting a goaltender. I think that's what we're going to have to do here, chat. We'll have to rely on a young goalie that we draft. Maybe that's who we try to target here in year number one. I don't think there's anybody. Wallstad, elite medium, 22-year-old. What about Jesper Wallstad, chat? He's got low trade value, too. This might be a guy that I want to hit on. Dustin Wolf, he's got too much trade value. No way that's going to go through. Do we just give up Vejmelka and completely tank for year one? We go all in on the tank? I think we do. We go all in on the tank, 1 for 1. I found my goaltender of the future, Jesper Wallstad, medium elite potential. We're going to tank for year number one. We have to go all in on the tank. That unfortunately means that Vejmelka is out the door. 1 for 1 deal with the Minnesota Wild, and bang, there it is. They accept my trade offer. We'll see you out on the ice. W or L, what do we think? You're tripping? No, I don't think I am, Chad. I don't think I am. Now, we are not going to be a good team. No matter what you guys say, Vejmelka was 3 overalls better than Jesper Wallstad. He's already peaked. Wallstad's only 22. He's got a ton of room to grow. He's also 2 years left at $2.2 million. I think that man can grow in our system and become an elite level goaltender for the Utah, not hockey club, but the Mammoth, baby. You fleece them. I mean, Vejmelka, I would have liked to keep him, but all the other trades I made pretty much were for the future, so we might as well tank and try to get the highest draft pick possible in year number one. Martin Ferravari, all right, $6 million. He's locked up long term. Beautiful. You love to see it. I think he does have a no movement clause, though, right? It's not going to show me. All right. So everybody else is signed. I think we're good, chat. What's good, Pasta? What's up, Jordan? GM Pasta? All right, so what does my lineup look like now? Let's take a look. So we're still going to rock out Keller, Gunther, and Cooley. That's fine. Pekturka alongside Lundell and Cooley. Wait, is it Will Cooley, chat? We got Logan Cooley and Will Cully? I think it's Cooley. I think overall our top six is a little bit improved. We're still having the same exact top six is a lot better. Same exact first line, but we got Lundell and Cooley alongside JJ Pekturka. Now our bottom six doesn't really fit. I think I'm going to throw up Ridley Gregg alongside Barrett Hayton and Alexander Kerfoot, and then we'll go Luosterainen, Stenlund, and Tanev. Defensively, I want Sandin and Faravari to play together. The rest of the decor, it really doesn't matter right now. We're tanking in year number 1. Jesper Wallstedt, pretty much going to be a trial season as our starting goaltender. It is what it is. It is what it is. All right, so that is our year 1 roster. Power play lines, Cooley, Keller. I want to make sure our best players are playing both power plays. I need these guys to simulate well, chat. Keller, put you there as well. We also need an offensive defenseman. Maybe Sandin can be that guy, although he is a two-way. Throw Sandin there, that's all good. And we'll set some season goals, and then we're going to simulate year number 1. We need new mods. We do need new mods, chat. You are correct. All right, Keller, I need you. Stat-based challenge. I'm going to go 50 apples. 50 apples. Dylan Gunther is the sniper of this team, so I'll set a goal marker for him. Logan Cooley. I'm going to set a season goal for apples as well. You're not going to play, just simulate. Why would I play? I'm the general manager. Goals, no, we'll go apples. 40 apples, he should easily be able to eclipse that. Dylan Gunther we got to get as well. Dylan Gunther, no. Why? Why does that happen? The EA menu system, way too slow. Season goal for Gunther, we'll go long term. Stat-based challenge, and we'll set a 40-goal season goal for Dylan Gunther, baby. You should get a buzz low-key. Chat, I did get a haircut last week. I got a fade. Low taper fade. Huh? Low taper fade. Short term, we'll go long-term goal for Faravari. Do we want to get him an X Factor, chat? X Factor for Faravari. 1T, quick release, score 30 goals. 10 power play goals, get 3. EA, dog, what are we doing? Like, what? I guess 40 assists? That's the only one? What if I want to get a defensive defenseman to get truculence? How do I develop him to get that? It doesn't make a lot of sense. Doesn't make a lot of sense at all. All right, Lundell will set a season goal, and then Jesper Wallstedt, and we'll start the season sim. Now we'll go apples as well. 30 apples. I think Anton Lundell comfortably should be able to reach that. What about Pekturka, chat? He's listed as a sniper in this game. He is playing second line minutes, though. That's the only issue. I'm going to go goals. 40 goals. Strive for that. I feel like sports games shouldn't cost $70. You're definitely not the only one. I feel like they shouldn't be on a yearly release cycle. I think every 2 years, we should have a brand new sports game come out. That would give developers way more time to actually put out a good product. But obviously, they're not going to pass up on all those game sales that they get every single season. Win 30 games, 9-10 save percentage. If you can put up a 9-10, Jesper Wallstedt, first season as the starter, that would be great. All right, sim to the regular season. Quick question. You said yesterday you stream on PC, you play on PC. I was joking. NHL 26 is not available on the PC. Ooh, Barrett Hayton, not interested in extending. All right. Fuck you, bud. All right, we're going to go to the regular season. Hopefully tank year 1, get a top 5 draft pick, and then move on from there pretty much. That is what I want. All right, so overwrite my save file, and let's begin the year number 1 season simulation. Is I more peaceful without Bella in the chat? Be honest. I don't know what you mean, brother. All right, we'll sim up to the trade deadline. If all goes as planned, I want to have a top 5 draft pick. I want to be absolutely garbage this season. Bottom 5 team in the NHL. And we start the rebuild right now. In 3-4 years, we are going to be an absolute juggernaut in the Western Conference. Mark my words. Utah, I'm going to lead you to a Stanley Cup championship, baby. I said maybe you're going to be the one that said, get the fuck out of here, Joseph Wall. No. Do you know when Pasta is giving them out? Giving what out? Huh? All right, chat. Everybody right now, draw predictions. What will our record be for the season? We are 8-2, 9-2 to start the year. Uh-oh. Again, winning follows me pretty much everywhere. Why are we simulating so well with a mid-ass team? Oh, man. Get more subs. It ain't that hard. 29, 47, and 3. Yeah, we're going to be... I mean, we're 13, 5, and 2. Maybe we come back down to earth. It could just be a hot start. It really just could be a hot start. Not going as planned so far, though. Definitely not. EA is familiar with mid. Okay, we're slowing down now, chat. We've come back down to earth. 13, 10, and 3. I need us to lose, man. Wow, have we ever slowed down? Were we not like 11-2 to start the season? Sheesh. After a very hot start, 11-2 to start the season, we've come back down to earth. 15, 14, and 3. That is more like it. Way more like it. Chat, if you guys are new here, enjoy the live streams, enjoy the videos, drop a like on the stream, and subscribe to the channel. Join our Discord as well. Link is pinned at the top of the chat. You wanted players with 60 assists and 40 goals, but you want to be a lottery team? Now, EA did not fix. Not an issue, but the season goals are a little bit overpowered. They make your players perform better. You can still have players play well, put up a lot of goals and a lot of apples on a bad team. You just got to play them a lot. Put them on both power play units, maybe put them on multiple forward lines. You can get them to have point per game seasons on a lottery team. It's possible. Did I hear that Kaprizov denied 100 mil? Yes. Kaprizov is out of Minnesota, chat. He's gone. You getting rage baited by EA? Maybe. Chat, where do we think Kirill is going to go? Kirill Kaprizov, where does he sign with? What team? I'm thinking Chicago or the Rangers. One of the two. New York or Chicago, chat. One of the two. That is my Pittsburgh. Respectfully, why would anybody, especially a star player, sign with Pittsburgh right now? Chicago, Avs, Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay. You think the Lightning can afford him? To hear that Fleury's back in the NHL, he's just playing a preseason game to retire as a Pittsburgh Penguin. All right, so we're at the trade deadline, second last in our division. That is more like it. Probably Chicago out of this two. Yeah, there were rumors dating back to like a year ago that he was interested in signing with the Chicago Blackhawks. So Kempe, I don't think I'm going to pick anybody up here, chat. Vince Dunn, no. All these guys are for teams that are trying to compete for a cup. That is not us. That is not us at all. Maybe back to Russia. Why would he go back to Russia in the middle of his prime? Without a Stanley Cup. What up, Justo? Justo Kenobi, welcome in, bud.
Ho, ho. Green Giant.
We're still a 30-win hockey team, so say what you want about Utah, but we're not bottom of the barrel.
Here comes the money.
The penis lover. Thank you for the $1 super chat. Who be making these names, man? Really? W's in the chat for that super chat. I appreciate it. Why Chicago? They were worse than the Wild. Bedard, they got a pretty bright future with obviously young guys. They're going to be better. And they got a shit ton of cap space. They can pay him pretty much whatever he wants. Justin Legendary, thank you for the 2. Welcome in. I appreciate it, brother. W's in the chat. Getting those donos. All right. The end of year number 1. Did I just see the Florida Panthers won 57 games? Sheesh. Dominant as per usual. Alrighty. Let's see what our finishing record was. Honestly, not bad. We ended up finishing basement of the Central. 38, 38, and 6. 82 points on the season. I don't think we were the worst team in the league. But we are down near the bottom. 25th overall in the National Hockey League. We're not going to get a top 5 pick unless some miracle happens and we win the NHL draft lottery. I don't see it though, chat. I really don't see it. All right, top of the NHL. Let's take a look. No surprise to see Florida absolutely dominant. 58-win season. Edmonton had 53. Washington 48. Even though I traded for 2 of their best defensemen and I got them on my roster. So interestingly enough, they still simulated well. Very, very well. I guess 38, 38, and 6. Did you? Or are you just saying that? Despite being very bad, Keller had 41 goals and 98 points. Logan Cooley with a brand new career-high 95. Gunther only 34 goals. I set out a season goal that I wanted him to eclipse 40, and he did not get that. Anton Lundell had 63. Cooley had 54. JJ Pekturka was solid. And for Jesper Wallstedt, a .908 save percentage. Honestly, not bad. We were a pretty shit hockey team. It could be a lot worse, chat. It could be a whole lot worse. He's only going to get better, too, as time moves on. Draisaitl and McDavid are lighting the lamp in Edmonton. Most points in the NHL. And David Pasternak had the most goals at 63. Shout out to Pasta, baby. All right, we're going to sim to the NHL draft, see who wins the Stanley Cup. And then it's time to pick up some young prospects, baby. Be annoying, Pasta. Peace. I respect everyone. Keller, 41 goals. The fact they're using their mom's credit card is crazy. How's that crazy? Justo Kenobi coming in hot with a 5. Hopefully finish the road this week. 1,400 tons of asphalt and a 14-hour day tomorrow. Damn!
Ho, ho, ho.
I appreciate it, though, Justo. You the man. I respect you so much. I got a membership. Thank you, Tiller Pillar. Appreciate it, bud. You the man. You the goat. All right, how long are the playoffs going to last here? Ooh. The Toronto Maple Leafs. Are we serious right now? The Leafs? Out of anybody? It's the goddamn fucking Leafs. I didn't even see where we... Oh, god damn it. I skipped the draft lottery. Who retired? Shea Weber's gone. Ryan Ellis, Connor Sheary. Nobody really of note. All right, can I stop the simulation, please? Oh my god. All these pop-ups are blowing my mind. In year number 1 without Mitch Marner, the Toronto Maple Leafs will finally break the curse. First Stanley Cup since 1967 as they beat my Oilers in 6 games. You mean to tell me Edmonton now has lost 3 consecutive Cup finals in a row? Just burn down the city at that point. Burn the goddamn city down. Dear God. Leon Draisaitl will win the Ted Lindsay, Art Ross, and Hart Trophy. Pass to the Maurice Richard, Quinn Hughes, the Norris. We got William Nylander, Conn Smythe Trophy. Sergei Bobrovsky, the Vezina, and the Selke will go to Crosby. I'm not going to lie, in NHL 26, Crosby is dominating the Selke trophies. Maybe we got to nerf his defensive awareness a little bit. He takes them home pretty much every single season when, theoretically, it should be Sasha Barkov. EA rage baiting you. When will the new episode of Shoresy be on the channel? Tomorrow. Alrighty, NHL entry draft. Here we come, baby. Where do we pick? We are selecting 8th overall. We did not win the NHL entry draft. We're going to be taking, or should I say selecting 8th overall in the first round. Let's take a look at the prospects. Do we want to move up? Or do we want to stay where we're at right now? Gavin McKenna. I mean, this is the draft class of the game changer. We could go Volochenkov, elite medium power forward. Olin Nolan, NHL ready. Stenberg, Belcheese. These are the guys that are probably going to be available once we take our pick, chat. Do we try to move up? Do we try to move up?
Here we go.
Appreciate the $2 super chat. Hey, you old bum, have some money. Thank you very much, dude. I am not reading that out loud. I think we go for it. We at least try to move up in the NHL draft and grab Gavin McKenna. P. Shorzy, he's not available yet. I think he's in the year 2 draft class. We'd probably have to give up Clayton Keller, huh? Keller would be the guy. Maybe Dylan Guenther instead of Clayton Keller? How big is the, It's pretty big. The trade value is pretty big. Chad, who do we give up? We'd have to give up one of these 3. I'm not giving up Logan Cooley. Don't really want to give up Guenther either because they're young and locked up long term. I think it's got to be Keller. Guenther signed 8 years, Chad. It's 7-1. He signed for 8 seasons. Keller only has 3. Unfortunately, I knew this time would come. Clayton Keller has a shit ton of trade value. He only has 3 years left on his contract. I want first overall. I want Gavin McKenna. Now, we can get something back in return also, so let's take a look. Do we want Shane Wright? Berkeley Cat, and we could try to grab any defenseman on Seattle that we potentially could go after. Not really. Goaltending-wise, I don't think I want Joey Decor. Do we try to get Shane Wright? I think we try to get Shane Wright, chat. Shane is our guy. Shane Wright, 85 overall, 22-year-old, 2 years left at league minimum. Keller for the first overall pick, and Shane Wright totally rejected. Let me try to sweeten the deal a little bit. Throw in some draft picks to make sure this trade will go through. I will give them a third, 2/3 into the trade as well. Bang, there it is. Consider it a done deal. And now the Utah Mammoth, their franchise has been changed. Gavin McKenna, franchise medium. Why is he a 2-way forward? No! He's a fucking 2-way, chat. That's my fault. I'm putting my right hand right now up to God. That is on me. I did not make him a playmaker. Why is he a 2-way? Why? How did you guys allow me to do that? I created him on live stream, and you guys allowed me to have Gavin McKenna as a 2-way forward. Fuck. He's not going to simulate that well. Damn it. All right, oh my God. We get to pick 8 as well. Do we try to move up? None of these guys really want to get rid of their picks, huh? I'll stay at pick 8. We also got to keep our 8th overall draft pick in the first round, so now we got to look and try to find somebody, preferably a netminder. A young goaltender that we could grab. There's not really a lot of great goalies available, though. Any gems? No gems. Robrick, chat. Do we go after Robrick? He's completely unknown. BNAC, top 6 medium. NHL ready in 3 years. A lot of these guys, they're unknown. My scouts have not been doing well. He's a playmaker. Check again. He's not a playmaker. He's a 2-way. I think we go with Benak, chat. I'm not really feeling confident in Robrick. Robrick is medium elite. Is he medium elite? I'm going to risk it for the biscuit. We got Ryan Robrick. Completely unknown, but luckily he's 71 overall, 2-way forward, medium elite potential. Thank God I'm doing this live. Otherwise, I definitely would not have taken him. Chad, he's 2-way. Oh, no, he's a play... Wait, what? Why did it say he was a 2-way? You guys saw that, right? When I first selected him, it said he was a 2-way forward. That is so odd. All right, well, we lucked out, chat. We lucked out. Robrick played with Shorzy in 25. Did he? All right, make a pick. Scouts are not doing a good job. I think we take a defenseman. Rensfeldt, medium elite. Bang, there we go. 7th defenseman. Shit. Missed on that draft pick, huh? Definitely rage bait. We're telling you it was a glitch. It was a glitch? Really? New game, new glitch, apparently. Damn. I really got to hire some scouts in the offseason, chat. Make sure you guys remind me. Any gems available? We didn't have any good scouts for year number 1. Not at all. No good scouts. Remind me once we hit day 1 of free agency to hire some scouts, please. All right, sim the entire draft. A very successful year number 1 draft here in Utah. Very, very successful. Beautiful. Oh, it was inaccurate scouting. No glitch. Okay. All right. Sort by potential. I don't think I had much of a scouting staff, chat. I'm not going to lie. I did, apparently. How are these guys all A's, A pluses, and they did that shitty of a job? I don't understand. All right, we're advancing to the re-sign phase. We should have a ton of cap space available. We should be able to get everybody back that we want to get back, and maybe even dive at some players in free agency. All right, so Cooley, he's going to need an extension. So does Shane Wright. Gavin McKenna, welcome to Utah. You're going to be the face of this franchise. You are going to carry us to the promised land. Barrett Hayton, I'm going to be honest. I don't think I want to bring him back, chat. Don't think I want to bring him back. We can't qualify him, though. Ian Cole, Kerfoot, Pernovich, all those guys, I think I'm going to leave as well. Defenseman, let me take a look at my decor. So we got sort by overall. We got Faravari, Sandin, Olimata, Marino, Ian Cole. I think I might just try my luck in free agency to fill out this roster. I don't think we're going to be great next season either. We're still probably 2 years away from competing. Remind me also in preseason next year, chat, or this upcoming season, sign the guys that need extensions, please. Which would be Will Cooley and our goaltender Jesper Wallstedt. But I think I'm not going to try to get anybody back. Barrett Hayton, 2.6. I don't even know if I want to qualify him. I'll qualify him. Fuck it. It's only 2.6. Qualify Barrett Hayton, and let's go to free agency. See his offer? He is solid. He's 26 years old. He doesn't want an extension. That's the problem. So he's going to want way too much money. I can't lower him. 3.2 with a modified no trade clause. Like, we could do that, but I'm not the biggest fan of Barrett Hayton. So I think I'm just going to let the qualifying offer stand. All right, we're going to go to free agency now. See what we can get. And see if we can potentially hire a new head coach. And definitely we have to get some scouts. Get rid of McKenna. You know what? I think I'm going to do that. Great idea, brother. So coaching staff. Who's our head coach right now? Torgany? Who is this guy? Created? Andre Torgany. He's not created. He's got a 62 team fit. Pretty good overall. He's got A's across the board. All right, let's get rid of our associate head coach. Goodbye. Time to hire some coaches. So we're going to go associate, which is power play. Who's got an A+ power play? Austin, welcome to the team, bud. I'm going to go a 5-year deal for you. And we're going to crank up that salary. $2.1 million over the next 5 seasons. Bang. Now, assistant head coach, PK. Who has a good PK? A+, there it is. McNabb, welcome to the team. 5 years, crank up your salary. We'll give you 1.2. Beautiful. There it is. I'm going to go to free agency, and then I'll do my scouting. Spend a whole 30 minutes on hiring scouts? Yeah, it does. I wish EA would try to speed up that process somehow. Ooh, chat, do we try to get Mike Matheson? He's a little bit older, though. 32 years old. Doesn't really fit our timeline. Patrick Laine does. Sniper. He could be a second-line sniper. Can somebody explain to me, EA, how does Patrick Laine fit on our penalty kill line 1? That man is not a penalty killer. He's not a penalty killer at all. Victor Arvidsson. I mean, we got to build our D-core, too. Ratko Gudis. He wants a lot of money. 5.9? No, thank you. What about Mario Ferraro? Ferraro and Brett Kulak. We'll get those two guys signed. 2 years. We're not going to be great either. I'll give him a no movement clause. Lower the AAV a little bit. We'll go 2.75. 2 years. Full no movement clause. Get back to me in a few days. And then we'll sign Brett Kulak as well. 2.7. Lower it a little bit. 2.7. 2 years. Bang. Forward wise, we have 20 million cap space. I think we try to go after somebody, chat. Problem is organizational interest. Guys like Kuzmenko, Johansson, Poulin. Like a lot of these guys. Maybe we go after Andre Kuzmenko. 1 year deal. He can be like a third line sniper on our team. $4 million, chat. I'll give him a no movement clause for a 1 year contract. We can lower the AAV. We'll go 3.5. 3.5 on a 1 year contract. Welcome to Utah. Marcus Johansson. I thought Johansson retired, chat. He fits on all of our penalty killing lines, though. We'll lock him up as well. 2 years at 3 mil. Modified no trade clause. Brother, who do you think you are? Respectfully. Who do you think you are? We'll go 2.875, 2.9. 2.9, 2 years. Modified no trade clause. Bang. All right, let's get back to overalls. We now have 16 mil to spend. Do we bring in a legend like Gino? Patrick Kane. Ooh, Patrick Kane in Utah. What do we think? Yes or no? Do we think we bring him in for a season or two? He still put up 27 goals, 63 points on Detroit, 86 overall. Fits on our penalty killing lines, funny enough. Third line god, Kane, he does simulate well. Do we get Evander or Patrick, chat? I think we might go out. Yeah, Patrick Kane, playmaker. He can be that veteran that we need on this roster. 2 years at 6'3". Nah, I'm going to lower the trade value or lower the AAV, and we'll give him a full no movement clause. 2 years at 5 point. All right, here it is. We are trying to get Patrick Kane in Utah. 5.650, 2 years with a full no movement clause. He's going to get back to me in a few days. Hopefully he signs. Mason Marchment, I don't really want. Boone Jenner, no thank you. Jamie Benn, do we try to sign Jamie Benn, chat? What about JVR? 84 overall, 37-year-old. Get him on a 1-year contract. He doesn't really want a 1-year deal, huh? 1 year at 2.4. Danton Heinen. I'm trying to fill out the fourth line right now, but I think we're fine. Kane and Kane, I'm not getting both, chat. We're only getting him one. I don't want... Listen, I had Evander Kane in Edmonton multiple seasons. I'm good. I am good. Scouts reminder, yes, we got to hire some scouts. All right, this is unfortunately the tedious part. We'll have to sit here and try to hire the best scouts available. Fuck it. I'll just offer these guys some contracts. So we got AHL. We'll go the Q. How many scouts should I have in every region, chat? Should it be 2 or 3? What do we think? What do you think will win the Stanley Cup in 2087? The Edmonton Oilers. 3 in every region? That's crazy. Nordic. We got to sign one there too. Europe. We need another one. USA, we need one. Problem is, all the good scouts have already been hired. OHL, let's add another one from the O. Fire pro scouts and move them regions. What do you mean move them regions? You can move regions? I wish EA could have like this automated. I don't really care about my scouting. I wish it would just automatically scout. But if I turn it on, then I can't hire my head coach. Like, I want to be able to hire my head coaches without having to worry about my scouts. Because these guys, they don't want long deals either. Only 3 years. In 3 seasons, I'm going to have to hire a shit ton of new scouts again. Did I already re-sign Cooley? No. He's signed for next season, but he needs a contract extension. All right, there we go. I hired my scouts. Let's sim a few days now and see who we get. Yes, you can send them to other regions. They get better over time there. Okay, interesting. All right, so Austin decided to go with another team. That traitor. We got Bellinger accepting. A whole lot of these scouts are going to accept here, chat. Fire the pro scouts. Pro scouts don't do anything, right? Weber, willing to accept. Zadorov, get back. Lockhart, goodbye. Patrick Kane, there it is. Patrick Kane in Utah. It just fits. It literally just fits. W's in the chat. We got Kane to sign in Utah. JVR rejected my offer, and then Brett Kulak's going to Buffalo. We didn't get Ferraro either. Uh-oh. Not looking great. Not looking great at all. All right, so I need to go to my coaching staff. I need to hire a associate head coach. Kane at Utah looks cursed. I don't think so. All right. Power play. We'll go Slegar. Justo Kenobi coming in hot with a 5. That guy's hidden, saying the N-word gets you hidden from the channel. Warning to the rest of you. Rips in the chat for that guy. He got his ass banned. All right, we'll go 2 million, 4 years. Bang. Beautiful. Hopefully he'll sign that contract. And now we got to go back into free agency and try to pick up some defensemen. All right, UFAs. We'll go down to D-men. I mean, damn. I guess it's got to be Nick Jensen, huh, chat? Nick Jensen. Defensive defenseman. Fits on our penalty kill. 2.2, 1 season. Beautiful. Matt Grzelcyk. Nick Leddy, no. What if we sign Brent Burns? I'll sign the caveman. 3.8. I'm going to lower his AAV a little bit. Lower the AAV. Give him a no movement clause. We got money to spend anyways, chat. 3.325. Beautiful. All right, we can head on to year number 2 now. Scouts. Scouts are fine. Scouts are fine. 20 out of 20 scouts. All right, get a goalie. I'm going to run with Jesper Wallstedt. I would have loved to sign with your team, but no longer have the room for me on your scouting staff. All good, bud. Don't care. Why Brent Burns? So emo? How is Brent Burns emo, chat? There we go. We got our associate head coach. I do a ton of franchise modes, 2 scouts per region. I've spent some time mulling over your qualifying offer. Welcome back, Barrett Hayton, bud. Get Shea Weber as a scout. Is Burns like 41 in the sim? Yeah, he's old. He is very, very old, chat. Definitely not in his prime anymore. All right, hold up. I need to take a drink. All right, so we have a completely different roster now, chat. Okay. I have issues getting players some playing time. Do we want to move up Kuzmenko, maybe? Oh my god, a +5 fourth line? I'm going to stick with that. We'll leave that offensively. Defensively, we got some issues. We'll go like that. That's fine. All right. Heading into season number 2, the Utah Mammoth look completely different. We still have the same exact top line of Gunther. We look completely different. Gunther, Cooley, and Kane as our top line. We get a +5 there. Gavin McKenna alongside JJ Pekturka and Will Cooley. Shane Wright, Anton Lundell, and Marcus Johansson, the GOAT. And then we got a +5 on our fourth line. The chemistry is off the charts. Defensively, it's an issue. Don't have a lot of good D-man. They don't really fit chemistry-wise either. Faravari and Sandine are definitely going to have to carry this D-core. And then Jesper Wallstedt has bumped all the way up to an 87 overall. He is a legit #1 goaltender now. Chat, we might actually make the playoffs. We got a lot of chemistry. I'll leave McKenna on the second line for now. Power play-wise, Cooley, Kane, Cully, Gunther, and Pekturka. We got 5 forwards. I think we move off of Kane. I think we put Gavin McKenna there instead. I need McKenna to grow. Bang. Beautiful. Gavin McKenna, Will Cooley, Logan Cooley, Gunther, and Pekturka. Power play line 2, we'll go Lundell, Shane Wright. I'm going to go McKenna as well. Ridley Gregg is scratched? Uh-oh. Ridley Gregg is scratched. That's not good. That's a guy that I wanted to play. Penalty kill lines are fine. Does he fit instead of Marcus Johansson? If he does, I'll play him. I think we play him anyways, chat. He's younger. Shane Wright, Anton Lundell, and Ridley Gregg. Damn, I've never had a team be this well chemistry-wise. I need to make I need to take a picture of that. All right. That is going to be my team. Set captaincies. We lost our captain in the offseason in the form of Clayton Keller. I don't think I'm going to name a captain right now, so we'll go Gunther A, Logan Cooley A, and then on the back end, Martin Faravari, assistant captain. Gavin McKenna, does he have his right number? He does. 72. Beautiful. How did you make the team so stacked? I did some scouting before I hopped on to live stream. I find that is a little bit of a cheat code. I scouted good contracts on other teams before I even hop on to live, so I have a plan in place. All right, Will Cooley. I think we go Jesper Wallstedt first. He wants a contract extension. We're giving him a full no movement clause. Full no movement clause in place. We'll lower the AAV. Wallstedt is our guy. Wallstedt is our guy. 6 years. How low can we go? Can we go 6 mil? No, we can't. 6.25. 6.250 over the next 6 seasons for Jesper Wallstedt with a full no movement clause. I am praying he accepts my offer because that will free up so much money in the future. All right, Coley is another guy we got to get back, and Shane Wright. Shane Wright doesn't want a contract extension. Uh-oh. That's not good. We got a ton of extension dollars. Will Cooley only wants 3 years. Interesting. 24 years old. 4 years. He doesn't want 4 years. 5. Yeah, he doesn't want a long-term contract. What if I go no movement clause? No movement clause in place. 5 years, chat. I don't think we give him a... What about a modified no trade clause? We try to lower the AAV a little bit. 3 years, maybe. It's only the final year of the contract. Actually, hold up. Give him a no movement clause. Yeah. 3-year contract. I'm gonna get 4 years. Fuck it. We'll go 4. We will go 6.3. Full no movement clause for Will Cooley. 6.3 over the next 4 seasons in Utah. And then finally, we got to go to Sugar Shane Wright, the only guy who does not want a contract extension. He only wants 1 year extended. I don't really think he wants to sign long-term here in Utah. You know what? I'm cool with a 1-year extension for Shane Wright. We will go $4.5 million, 1 year. Bang. He's accepted my offer. Beautiful. Hey, Pasta, what's up, dude? $4 million is crazy. I mean, it's only a 1-year contract. We have the money. Everybody else, Barrett Hayton, Luosterainen. Do we want to get back Luosterainen? I don't think we do, chat. We can always re-sign those guys in the re-sign phase. Hopefully, Wallstat and Cooley do sign. Will these streams be on YouTube like video? Yeah, once the entire GM mode is done, I'll clip it all together in one long video, and it will be uploaded to YouTube. All right, Advance today. Holy shit, chat. I completely forgot to start up the TikTok live. That's my bad. We're like, what, an hour in? Holy hell. I completely forgot. L's in the chat. I can't believe I forgot to do that. I was just completely distracted. TikTok is ass. TikTok gets me more viewers, chat. You guys got to realize that. All right. We got a conversation with our head coach. Hello, GM Pasta. Together we have a great opportunity. Season goal. We are good enough to make the playoffs. I agree. I don't think we're a cup final team yet. For the preseason, let's work on our speed. Conditioning, baby. Conditioning, baby. I would be invested if you made this a video series. The problem is only the first video that I post would be pretty much the only one that would get views. The rest of them probably would not. I like combining it all into one video at the end, where the series is like YouTube. The live streaming aspect is a series, and then anybody who missed it wants to watch the entire movie, you will be able to get that game plan. Ooh, I can change the game plan? Preferred line, scheme fit, coaching style. What about coaching style? Ooh, he did not want that. End conversation. Uh-oh. My coach does not want me telling him what to do. All right, let's set some season goals and then sim to the regular season. All right, Logan Cooley, playmaker. Stat-based challenge, assist, 50 apples. You can do that indeed. TikTok, what's good, boys? How we doing? My game finally downloaded. Damn. Talk about Wi-Fi being a little bit slow. Dylan Gunther is our main goal scorer on this roster, so we'll go stat-based challenge. 50 goal season? I mean, he only had 34 last year. I don't know about all that. Hi, Pasta. How are you? I'm doing good, buddy. Doing well. We'll set a season goal for Cooley as well. The season goals do help your team perform a little bit better out here on the ice, chat. They really do. I'll go 30 goals. We'll see if he can eclipse that. I don't know. What is the video about? We're rebuilding Utah. The Utah Mammoth rebuild has begun. We did make the playoffs last year. We got Gavin McKenna at the NHL entry draft. Let's go win the Vezina Trophy. 87 overall, Jesper Wallstedt. Bang. And then for Gavin McKenna, I want to set a season goal for him to win the Calder Trophy. I think Gavin McKenna can easily get that, chat. Award-based challenge. I want you to take home the Calder. Bang. There it is. Season goals have been set. Extensions have been offered. It is time to simulate to the regular season. Bang. There we go. We locked up our number one goaltender long-term in Jesper Wallstedt. Will Cooley is returning as well. GM Pasta wheeling and dealing, baby. Wheeling and dealing. Everybody put a W in the chat. What's up, Pasta? How's it going, dude? Going well. Going very, very well. Is McKenna not in the game? McKenna is not in NHL 26. Unfortunately, because he's playing college hockey, he's not here. All right. Beautiful. Let me overwrite my save file just in case the game ever crashes. Do not want to lose any of my process or my progress, I should say. Static or Stat Stick. Thank you very much, brother, for being a member for 13 entire months. W's in the chat. Who is my brother? Rick Grimes. That is my brother. All right, so I think we're just going to go ahead now. Everything is set. Let's start our year number 2, season sim. What's Wallstedt's overall? He's an 87. 87 overall. He was what, like an 82 last season, chat? I think he was only an 82. I'm pretty sure. It's been peaceful without you. Just saying hi. What's up? How much do you think Jake Wallman gets for his extension? He's going to get paid. 100% going to get paid. With the cap exploding now, he's going to get a hefty margin. I think you need new mods. I do need new mods. You are right. 7 milli? I wouldn't be shocked. I would not be shocked at all. None are ever in the chat. I know. Crazy, eh? You get name mod and then you completely disappear. Crazy behavior. All right, so far, we're pretty mid. 6, 7, 7, and 1 to start the season. Could be a little bit better. When are you going to announce new mods? When I want to, brother. Right now, I'm in the scouting process. Trying to figure out who shows up consistently. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Bella is currently naming herself after cars. In her own world, man. In her own world. 11, 9, and 3. We might fight for a wild card position. Might. I don't know if we will. We're obviously not a great hockey team. But we're not a bad one either. 6, 7, 6. Why you guys... Chat. Why are you guys putting 6, 7 in the chat? Thank you for the heart, me, Bobby. Appreciate it, buddy. We'll go another month in the season. We might as well simulate up to the trade deadline. Remember Lee Fan like a year ago? How could I forget Lee Fan? What is up, Gavin? All right, 17, 11, and 3. We're starting to win some hockey games now, finally. Does Utah go on a little bit of a heater? A little bit of a winning streak? And maybe make the postseason for the first time in franchise history. Kaprizov, who do you think you'll go to? Kaprizov's going to Chicago or New York. The Rangers. I was there when Lee Fan had mod. Dark times, man. Dark, dark times. All right, overall, we're a pretty mid-hockey team. Mid-record right now. Where we win some, we lose some. Win some, lose some. I would like us to kind of break free and go on a little bit of a win streak right now. 23-18. 23-20 and 3 now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The Utah Mammoth are losing a lot of games lately, chat. We're not even close. Not even close to sniffing the wild card position. My brother is a 64 overall in the game. Utah fall off. Yeah, we're not. I didn't really expect us to be great. I thought maybe chemistry could carry us, but not really working out right now. Utah pretty good last year. They were decent. They didn't make the playoffs. We've yet to play a single postseason game in Utah. I don't know if it's going to happen here in the 2027 NHL season. Hello, tuning in on my lunch break at work. Appreciate you, brother. What's up, Captain? How are you today, buddy? Hopefully work is going well. All right, trade deadline time. We'll hop in there. We can do a little quick recap here. So, yeah, we're pretty much middle of the pack for everything right now. Pretty much middle of the pack. Cooley, 68 points. Gavin McKenna's got 57. He might actually take home the Calder, chat. Brent Burns carrying the offensive load on the back end. Let's go into the trade deadline. I don't think I'm going to make any moves, though. Jason Robertson on the market. Doesn't even have a contract. Nico Hischier. Vince Dunn. McCain. Nah, I think I'm good. I'm not going to make any moves. I will trust the process. Hashtag Joel Embiid. And we will continue on simulating for the remainder of the season. What was my favorite pro career? NHL 25, either Pekka Pasta or P. Shorzy. Gunther isn't going goal per game in the latest of season to hit 50. Nah, he's not going to hit 50. He's not scoring a lot. I don't know why. All right. Reading pasta while eating pasta. NHL 24 Pekka Pasta was so funny. I was shit, though, Chad. I was horrible. I was absolutely horrific. Not good at all. All right, 36, 28, and 5. Uh-oh. A little bit of a heater now, chat. Overtime victory. Can we sneak in? We're only 2 points back. We are only 2 points back of a wild card spot. The Chicago Blackhawks holding on to it right now. It's 3 losses in a row. Not good. We got to win, like, basically the remainder of our games. We pretty much got to win. Okay. We beat St. Louis. Hold up, Chad. Hold up. The Utah Mammoth are currently in a playoff position. 91 points, tied with the Minnesota Wild. It is a race down the stretch. 2 wins guarantees it. 1 win, probably not going to happen. Oh, never mind. We made it. We have clinched the postseason. W's in the chat. The Utah Mammoth, for the first time ever, will play in the postseason. As Travis Kelce just turned the ball over. What the fuck are you doing, Kelce? Oh, dear God, Kelce. All right, sim to the end of the season. Watch you every day on YouTube. Appreciate it, buddy. Thank you. How many seasons you simming? No idea. No idea at all. All right, we are a playoff team. Bro watching Chiefs midstream. I got it on my third monitor, and I literally looked up. We almost had a touchdown, and Travis Kelce dropped the fucking ball. Turned it over. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. All right, Utah Mammoth. Would you take a look at that? 44 wins, 33 regulation losses, 5 in overtime for 93 points. The Utah Mammoth are a playoff team, and only GM Pasta's second season here. Beautiful. The best general manager of all time. The Winnipeg Jets are going to take home the President's Trophy. 57 wins on the season. Tampa Bay was very good. Obviously, we're not a top 10 team. I'm just honestly happy to make the postseason. I didn't think it would happen. We were the 13th best team in the entire league. 93 points. We had a very good end to the season. And who knows, once you get into the playoffs, anything can happen. We could go on a little bit of a run. I'm not going to lie. Logan Cooley was our most productive player. 96 points on the season, 23 goals. Dylan Gunther at 34. He's not really scoring at the rate that I'd like him to. Gavin McKenna was almost point per game, 20 goals, 75 points. Patrick Kane was good, 33 goal season at age 38. JJ Peterka solid. Brent Burns had a 50-point season on the back end. And then Jesper Wallstedt, 912 save percentage, 2 shutouts, and 37 wins. The man is an 88 overall, and he's still extremely young at 24. Theoretically, he could get a lot better. He could get a whole lot better. Mark Scheifele is going to win the Art Ross with 113 points for goals. Leon Draisaitl and Nikita Kucherov are going to tie, both having 58 on the season. What about Wallstedt? Was he up here? Wallstedt was up near the top for wins. He had 37 on the season. Hellebuck led the way with 48. And on the shutout side, Andrei Vasilevsky with 7. We are going to play the number 1 seeded Winnipeg Jets in round number 1. That's going to be a tough matchup, but the good news is playoff Hellebuck is absolutely Swiss cheese. If there's anybody that will shit the bed, it will be him. I'm a Steelers fan personally. How do you feel about A-Rod? Aaron Rodgers. He played good in week 1. Very, very good. All right, view lines. The Winnipeg Jets. They got a good top line of Velarde, Scheifele, and Connor. JVR alongside Gino and Scott Nosen or Stefan Nosen. I mean, this could be a team that we take advantage offensively. Defensively, they do got the best defenseman in the series. Josh Morrissey, 91 overall. And technically, Hellebuck's a 91. But come playoff time, he's going to play like a 75. Favorite NHL season, non-bias, that I witnessed and experienced? Honestly, probably one of the last 2 of the Edmonton Oilers playoff runs. They were a lot of fun, man. They were a lot of fun. All right, let's start our postseason run right now, chat. Game 1 on the road. We don't have home ice advantage, unfortunately. Let's see what we can do. Game 1, round 1, and the first ever playoff game for the Utah Mammoth. First period, we strike first. JJ Peckturka. Second period, Utah will give up 2. Lambert and Stefan Nosen. Now we enter the third period where we need a score. We're down by 1. 15 minutes to go. Shots are even. Score is relatively similar. We're obviously not a very experienced team, and there it is. Dixie D'Amelio extends the lead to 2, and the Winnipeg Jets will win game number 1. All right. You can have custom playoff formats. If you do a custom league, yeah. We lose game 1. Chat, subscribe to the channel if you want to see Utah win the Stanley Cup. I'm not going to make any changes. The general rule of thumb is 2 losses in a row in the postseason. I move around my lineup. First period, game 2, 3-1 lead for the Jets. They are absolutely feasting right now. We do get the game back to within striking range. 4-3, Gavin McKenna scores 4-3, and Gavin McKenna will score his first ever playoff goal. 6-3 now for Winnipeg. They are just feasting on Jesper Wallstedt, who honestly, he's having a very rough time. 32 shots and 6 goals. It ain't looking good, chat. It ain't looking good at all. All right, let's make some lineup changes. Wait, you're a Jets fan? I'm not a Jets fan, no. I actually feel a little bit disrespected. You think I'm a Jets fan. All right, JJ Peckturka's got 3 goals. He's going up on the top line. Gavin McKenna's got 3 points. Cooley, you're going down. McKenna goes up. Gunther, goose eggs across the board. Can't happen. We'll go Cully. That's pretty much the same. I'll go Gunther, McKenna, Peckturka, Kane, Cooley, Cully. Cooley, Kane. Shane Wright's got... I'll play Shane Wright down the middle. Lost and Krause, no goals. We're not really burying the puck, and the issue is... At least defensively, yeah, we don't have a great decor. And goaltending-wise, Wallstedt is rocking an 8-4-6. Tough, man. Tough. All right, see what we can do in Game 3. In Utah, first ever home game in the postseason. Let's go, Utah. I need everybody to drop predictions, series predictions right now. Here we go. Home ice game 3, first period, 1-1 tie. Nemestikov and Kuzmenko. Second period, we go up by 1, and we will have overtime. All right, OT it is. OT it is. Let's hop into it, chat. First ever game at the Delta Center. Let's hop in. So you put all the goal scorers on the same lines? Pretty much, yeah. Just whoever's producing, I move up in the postseason. Game sound on. Let's lock in. Can we get an OT winner? Here we go in the Delta Center. First ever postseason game for Utah. And it is overtime here in game number 3. Do we fall down 3-0 or do we try to claw our way back into this series as Connor Hellebuck's going to cover that puck up? All right, top line's got to go out there. Big dog's got to eat. Also, these sliders. Let me take a look here. They should be correct. Skating's fine, shooting. What, man? Why do they not save? I knew right away. I literally knew right away. I'm not going to go accuracy. More so, I'm going to go shot power. God damn it, man. I set the sliders for all my season modes. I need the computers to be able to score here in overtime. Making the passing sliders better. I'm not going to touch passing right now. I'll just move on skating and shooting for right now. Make the computers a little bit better out there. We don't want to be here all day watching the computer AI struggle to put a puck in the back of the net. There it is. 6-7, 6-7. Here we go. Offensive zone draw. Offensive zone draw. 19-11 left to play. Winnipeg out shooting us 33-28. We lose the draw. D'Amelio moves it on up to Kyle Connor. Here come the Jets. Wheels to the outside. Uh-oh. Kyle entering the zone. Driving, sliding it across. Get it out, Ferravari. Velarde to Scheifele. Nice save there by Jesper Wallstedt. Martin Ferravari, you got to get it out, buddy. You have to get it out. Ferravari coming through the neutral zone. Oh my God, Martin Ferravari in the middle. Shot. Rebound. How? How did that puck stay out? I thought for sure JJ Pekturka was going to put that in the back of the net. Dylan Gunther, cross ice to Pekturka. JJ entering the zone. Pekturka over. Gunther. Shot. Saved by Hellebuck. Gavin McKenna. Can Gavin McKenna, the rookie, do something unheard of? Back to the blue line. Shot by Brent Burns. Offensive zone draw. Offensive zone draw. Do we take a timeout? No, I'll run my second line out there. Why do Utah goalies still use red pads? Chat, remind me in the offseason I can try to change that. I'll somehow try to customize his pads. We win that draw. Back. Shot. Rebound. Where is it? I can't see where the puck is at. Hellebuck's going to play it. D'Amelio moves up to Nosen. We got 13-20 left to play. Stefan Nosen entering the zone. The Utah Hockey Club just trying to get back into this series, win their first ever playoff game. Here comes Logan Cooley. Cooley driving, centering it off the bar. Was that Brent Burns? How did that not go in? Crossbar City here in Utah. Brent Burns was this close to becoming the hero. Oh no, get it out, Nick Jensen. Jensen behind his own crease. Moves it up. Patrick Kane through that neutral zone. Kane winding it in. Patty Kane over. Cooley shot. Rebound. Nobody can handle it. But Logan Cooley, first goal of the series. And that is a game winner as we will not fall down 3-0. W's in the chat.
Green Giant.
Holy hell. Whew. Beautiful. Beautiful. What does being an Oilers fan have to do with it? I need everybody to put a W in the chat for Logan Cooley. That man came up big. Did you poop a little bit? Huh? Melatonin, buddy. Get sober. It ain't over till it's over, chat. It ain't over till it's over. Big 2-point night by Andrei Kuzmenko. Logan Cooley had the game-winning goal. Rasmus Sandin a point. Patrick Kane and Brent Burns. He was oh so close to becoming the hero. Man, Brent Burns really could have had it, chat. He really could have had it. All right, so we stay alive. We stay alive. Melatonin still on drugs. What is the joke behind Green Giant? No joke. No joke at all. All right, I'm going to keep my lineup the same way it is now. We now head into Game 4 with the opportunity to tie the series up at 2. First period, 3-0 lead. 5-1 after 2. The Utah Hockey Club, Mammoth, whatever you want to call them, they have arrived in the postseason. Point night, baby. Absolute fucking point night. Point night indeed. Logan Cooley, first goal in the series last game, comes back with a 6-point night. Patrick Kane had 4, Cooley had 3, McKenna with 2 goals in the hockey game. Beautiful. Dominated them. Almost put up a 10-piece chicken nugget. Brent Burns, only one of the NHL players who played a game against Mark Messier. I think he's the only one still standing, is he not? Holy melatonin. Are you really surprised? It's playoff Hellebuck. Come on now. Hellebuck Swiss cheese come playoff time. We can take an advantage in this series. We got all the momentum right now here in Winnipeg. First period, no score. Second period, the Jets go up by 1. Nito Niederreiter on Jesper Wallstedt. We're only down by 1. Not getting a lot of shots on net. Our offense is struggling here in Game 5. Can the Utah Mammoth On the power play, can we strike? Who the hell is asking me to play Chell right now? Get out of here. I think we gotta hop in. I gotta turn off my, who is that? Who is CK Geeked? Are you in the chat right now trolling? Set which notifications? I'm trying to press it, but it's not allowing me right now. All right, we'll hop into the game. That shouldn't even come through right now. All right, All-Star, yes, 3 minutes. Let's see if we can claw our way back. Is Nico Dawes your goaltender? No, Jesper Wallstedt is my goaltender. Well, there's not a lot of time remaining here in Game 5. 2 minutes to spare in the third period. And the Utah Mammoth are trying to tie this game up to force overtime. Can we get it done? Who is Melatonin? Why are you saying my name? Only guy's a gangster. Who's my backup? I don't even know, to be honest. We got a defensive zone draw. 1:05 left to play here in the third. Winnipeg absolutely pelted Wallstedt in this game. Back to the blue line. D'Amelio! And Wallstedt will flash the leather, and he's going to play that. Let's go full forecheck. Come on, Dylan Guenther. Entering the zone. Oh my god, Guenther. That's a brutal pass, buddy. You can't be making those plays, not at this stage in the game. 45 seconds to spare in the third period. Will the Utah Mammoth go down 3-2 in the series? No. Kyle Connor wheels, entering the zone. Connor, he's going to stop up, finding the trailer, and a save by Wallstedt. He's going to make the save. All right. It is what it is. Womp womp. Hello, Pasta. What's up? How many years in? Year 2. We got 33 seconds to spare. Winnipeg's going to win the draw. We can't do anything right now. Oh, no. Gino, rebound. Thank you, Rasmus Sandin. He was all over that puck. Delayed penalty. We're going to get a power play here. Patrick Kane. Honestly, let them touch it. Oh, my. Patty Kane carving up the D. We're heading to the power play, baby. Do we pull our goalie? We're pulling our goalie. We're going for it. Pull the goalie, please. Oh, my God. I want to pull the goalie. What? Why is that man sitting? Neil Pionk, what is going on? I got one of my players. What? EA Sports. We need a pause. We need a pause. Nah. EA Sports, can y'all please explain to me what the hell is going on right now? One of my best players, Logan Cooley. He's sitting in mid-air. How is he even doing that? The man is floating. It's almost as if he's literally floating on the bench. He's moving seats. Brother, there's 23 seconds to go in the hockey game. We're down by 1. Look at this, man. We can't go back in our own zone, too. We're not going to be able to finish the game. We're not going to be able to tie the game up because of this glitch in NHL 26. Are we serious? Are we serious right now? Are we being for real? The thumbnail? Are we being for real? It is not going to matter what we're going to do. We are currently offside. Andrei Kuzmenko up to Sugar Shane Wright. Offside on the play. Oh my God. I guess he's not even on there. Ridley Gregg shot save. We got an extra man out there on the ice, and it does not matter. The Winnipeg Jets will go up 3-2 and put the Utah Mammoth on the brink of elimination. All right, it is what it is. Bro was taking a shit? Yeah. That was crazy. GG, brother, respectfully, leave me the fuck alone. Leave me alone. Oh, I could have muted him. Mute. Thank you. Easy way to get muted there, bud. Make that the thumbnail. It'll probably be the thumbnail for the next live stream. Well, we're on the brink of elimination. We gotta make some line changes and try to stay alive somehow, some way, chat. Somehow, some way. All right, let me move around my lineup. Fire thumbnail, passed as the GOAT. I think we bump up Cooley. How is Gavin McKenna playing? Gavin McKenna has 5 points. What if I go McKenna? Up on the top line, we'll go Pekturka with Cooley and Sugar Shane Wright. And then Lundell with Patrick Kane and Andrei Kuzmenko. Fair? I'm going to keep my decor the way it is. And then Jesper Wallstedt, he's got a 9-11. Keep it the way it is. Coach was not having it with Cooley, so he benched him mid-face-off. I've never seen that happen before, chat. Quite literally never. All right. Facing elimination. Here we go. Here we go. In Utah, facing elimination. First period, down by 1. Second period, no! A 3-1 lead for the Winnipeg Jets. Things are not looking good at all, man. I'm not going to lie. Shots are even. The score is not 4-1. That will cement it. The Winnipeg Jets have beaten the Utah Mammoth in 6 games. I mean, we took them. That was a hard-fought series. Say what you want. We had no experience coming in. Hard-fought series. We didn't go down without a fight. And that will do it. We are a first round exit. My prediction was correct. Let's go. Let's take a look individually. Logan Cooley absolutely popped off. 3 goals and 9 points in 6 games. Gavin McKenna was good for a rookie, although the man was a -4. Will Cooley had 6. Patrick Kane 5. And for Jesper Wallstedt, he only had a .901 save percentage. My take on it is, we're only going to get better from here on out. That's probably as inexperienced and as bad Utah will ever be in the GM Pasta era, as Travis Kelce drops the ball yet again. Good job, buddy. All right. Are you assigning mods right now? Austin Matthews Glazer, you are not getting mod, buddy. That's the only reason you're here. Why are you so concerned with being a mod? Hey, Pasta, what's up, Preston? How you doing, bud? Are you doing Be a Pro tomorrow? Yes, we're going to do Be a Pro. All right, who's going to take home the Stanley Cup? Who will it be? We got Washington against Toronto. Oh, my God. Well, you know what, chat? You know what? We lost to the eventual champions. I can live with that. 100% I can live with that. I can 100% live with the fact that we lost to the eventual champions in the Winnipeg Jets as they dominate Washington in 5 games. With Connor Hellebuck as their starting goaltender. Make it make sense. Awards. Yes, we got to go to the awards. You tried? I mean, we're a young team. Leon Draisaitl again will win the Ted Lindsay, Art Ross, and Hart Trophy. David Pasternak, the Maurice Richard. I hate how EA does that. I hate how they do that. We got to advance a few days. There we go. It's updated now. Nikita Kucherov with the Ted Lindsay and Maurice Richard. Mark Scheifele, the Art Ross, and the Hart Trophy to Morgan Rielly? What universe are we living in that top 5 defenseman Morgan Rielly won the Norris and the Hart Trophy in the same exact season? Gavin McKenna will take home the Calder. Conn Smythe to Gino Malkin, Andre Vasilevsky, the Vezina, and Crosby back-to-back Selkies. I'm not going to lie, that's a little bit wonky, chat. That is a little bit wonky. Gino with the Conn Smythe. Morgan Rielly Hart Trophy season. I guess he's a top 1 defenseman now. All right, there's no, we can sim to the draft. There's no contract extensions that I need to do. Please, dear God, bang gangster. Why? What is he doing? The Montreal Canadiens get the #1 overall pick. Anaheim will select 2nd, and the Columbus Blue Jackets 3rd. What did he do, Chad? He's not doing anything. Not that I know of. Nicholas Backstrom, goodbye to him. Retiring from the National Hockey League. Brent Burns, Utah Mammoth legend, is retiring after 1,000 points in the NHL as a D-man. Corey Perry's gone. Ryan Suter, Logan Couture, and James Reimer as an Edmonton Oiler. Damn. Everybody play nice. Chat, you guys realize you telling me who to ban just makes me not want to ban them? All right. Justo, I said something very wrong. Who is sincerely... Is that Bella? Why does Bella continue on changing her name? It is Bella. Bro, harassing everybody. Did you edit the away jerseys for Utah? How would I do that? I'd have to create a brand new team. All right, let's go into the draft, chat. Ladies and gentlemen, it is draft time. Sim to pick 19. I think this is the Shorzy draft class. Yes, it is. P. Shorzy, Landon DuPont. Absolutely loaded draft class. Ooh. Chat, what about this guy? Johnny Goalie hybrid. 9th overall. Can we try to move up? Can we try to move up? Elite high potential. We run him and Jesper Wallstedt. He's NHL ready already. Holy shit. Johnny Goalie. Hold up. Who's number 9? They want to get rid... Philly wants to get rid of it. Yeah, do it. We run that goaltending tandem. TJ Ginla's going to make his start. Roberick. We'd have to give up one of our prospects, huh? What about Desaurnay? Desaurnay? Elite medium? We give him up? I think I'm going to give up my prospect. Elite medium potential. I don't even know how to say his name, I'll be honest. 9th overall pick for the Philadelphia Flyers. There's a certain somebody that I want to draft. Not too much deliberate about this deal. Consider it a done deal. Thank you, Philly. And then we're moving up to number 9. And we are going to take Johnny Goalie from Gatineau in the queue. Elite high potential, hybrid goaltender. He's got A's across the board, and he's NHL ready. A goaltending tandem of him and Jesper Wallstedt. Bang. 79 overall off rip. The GOAT. The absolute GOAT. All right. Pick number 19. We didn't have to give up our pick either. Beautiful. Ooh, top 4 medium. I think we take this guy, Miroslav Hrivik, defensive defenseman. Bang, there it is. Top 4 medium, 65 overall. When's my roster coming out? Whenever I complete the PHL, so probably a long time. Long time. Any gems? This guy's a gem. It's a goaltender. I'll take him. Starter medium. Maybe he grows into something. Maybe he doesn't. Who knows? What do we pick? Number 250? Something like that? 170? Who do we have scouted? Medium elite. Nah, none of these guys are really scouted, chat. None of these guys are really scouted. I'll take Bill Bradford. 2-way forward. Elite medium. Bottom 6 medium. All right. Did not go our way. Make Johnny Goalie a part of the PHL universe. Johnny Goalie. Who names their child Goalie? I don't know. Last name Goalie, first name Johnny. Middle name Goat. Middle name Goat. All right, re-sign phase. Here I come. Here I come, laddie. Alrighty, the re-sign phase indeed. Shane Wright needs an extension, but we'll do that in preseason. Luosterainen. I actually do want to bring back E2 Luosterainen. 1.5? Sure. Can we go 2 years, maybe? Nah, he doesn't want 2 years. We'll go 1.4 for E2 Luosterainen. He's going to come back. Andrei Kuzmenko, Barrett Hayton, John Marino. What's my cap situation? 12 mil? I don't think I signed them, chat. I don't think I signed them. Right now, we have 3 defensemen under contract, though, and Nate Schmidt. So we would need to go out and grab 2 D-men. And we got to sign, who do we got to sign? Roberick. Lock him up. And then TJ Ginla should make his NHL debut this season. Dude calls himself a gangster, but he's being an idiot. You guys are taking the bait. You guys have been taking the bait. All right, are they going to sign? Everybody signed? I think everybody's locked up, right? I'll sign Johnny Goalie. He can be our backup goaltender for now. It's going to be tough to trade Jesper Wallstedt, right? Actually, no, we can trade Jesper Wallstedt. His no movement clause doesn't kick in until 3 more years. So if he turns out to be better than Wallstedt, We can get rid of Jesper. Trade for Nylander. Why would I trade for Nylander? He's not on my timeline whatsoever. No, thank you. See the Senators prospect player wearing a do-rag? I did see that. Now that was gangster. All right, let's sign some free agents, baby. Quinn Hughes on the market. He's... Holy hell, who is Quinn Hughes' agent? The man is asking for 19 mil. That is way too much, man. Nico Hischier wants 12 million. Philip Deneau, 7.6. We got $11 million to spend, but I got to get some defensemen. Holy hell, Shane Gostisbehere wouldn't be bad. What about Justin Falk, chat? Offensive D-man. You can fill that Brent Burns role. 4.7. Or do we sign somebody like Ratko Gudas? I think we try to get Gudas, chat. We get Ratko at 2.3. Get back to me, buddy. John Marino. He wants too much. Ilya Lyubushkin. 82 overall. 33-year-old. 3.3. I'll give you a no movement clause. We'll keep Lyubushkin on the roster. Can we go lower? 2.9. We'll go 3 mil. 3 mil, 3 seasons. No movement clause. And now for forwards. I mean, who do we realistically want to add, chat? Let's take a look at our forward core right now. Who do we have under contract? All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We don't really have room to sign any forwards, huh? So maybe we do just go out and get a good D-man. Who is like the best defenseman available? Shane Gostisbehere, 2-year contract, chat. He wants to sign here. No movement clause, $8.2 million. I don't know. Drew Doughty? Chat, do we pick up Drew? I know he's older. Fits on Oliver penalty killing lines. Hold up. Drew Doughty, full no movement clause, 6.4. We need some veteran presence on the back end. So Drew Doughty, 4.75 million, 2 years, full no movement clause. Bang, welcome to Utah. Beautiful. All right, I think that's everybody. Coaching staff. I think my coaching staff is fine. No, I need a new head coach. All right, time to hire a brand new head coach. Scott Arnold, defenseman. A's across the board. Only 53% team fit, though. Hines. John Hines, A+. 55% team fit. Sturm. A's again, 53. Dan Muse. Chad, who do we go after? Joe Quenneville? Do we get the legendary Joe Quenneville? Joe Lambert. We could potentially get Lane Lambert. 53. Everybody is pretty similar chemistry-wise. I don't know. Who do y'all think, chat? Who had the best chemistry? 53%. Hines had what? 55? I think we go with Scotty Arnold. I think I'm going to try to grab Scott Arnold as our new head coach. 4-year contract, 6. Wait a minute. We don't have... Whoa. Why can I not offer this man more than $60,000 to be our head coach? Chat, what's going on? Uh-oh. Do we not have... We don't have any money? Whoa. What? I'm so confused. All right, we're not getting Scotty Arnold. John Hines. Martin Faravari works. Logan Cooley kind of works. Veterans. What about forwards for Muse? I think instead we're going to go after a younger guy in Dan Muse. He's interested in Minnesota, but I'm going to offer this man the bag to become the newest head coach here in Utah. $6 million over the next 4 seasons. Bang! Please accept. For the love of God. All right, the rest is fine. We can simulate a few days and see if those guys end up signing with us. Welcome in, Dan Muse, to being the head coach of the Utah Mammoth. I don't really like the makeup of your roster, but I will do my best to deal with what I am given. I accept. Ratko Gudas decided to accept my offer, so we picked up a depth D-man. Was that everybody, chat? Or am I waiting on another contract? I think that was everybody. All right, let's sim to next season. You don't have 9 mil? Cybu clutch ban time. How can you give him 6 if you only have 4 available? I don't know. Actually, I do know. We're going to open up a tree planting company and pay him under the table $20 million. That is what we are going to do. All right. McKenna. Wow, McKenna's only an 87? I'm going to play McKenna as a winger. Yeah, he's going to be a winger to start off. Pekturka, Cooley, and Wright. Lundell, third line centerman with Patty Kane and Ridley Gregg. TJ Ginla stuffed down on the fourth line, huh? Fourth line center duties. Fourth line center duties indeed. Faravari and Doughty. Does Sandine fit better, maybe? Does Labushkin fit? Wow, chemistry is not a thing here in Utah. Not at all, huh? Holy Mata. None of these guys really fit with... Okay, Rasmus Sandine's got to go on the top line. And then we'll go... Ratko Gudis instead of Drew Doughty. Holy hell, chat. Chemistry-wise, it ain't looking good. It ain't looking good at all. Gudis and Doughty. They're a -1, though. That's... Doughty doesn't really fit. We'll go Doughty on the top line, and then we'll keep it the way it is. All right. This is our roster. Heading into year 3, we got Dylan Gunther all the way up at a 91 overall. Logan Cooley's a 93. McKenna only 87. +5 on the top line. Cooley, Shane Wright, and JJ Pekturka. And then we'll roll out Patty Kane, Anton Lundell, and Ridley... Then we'll roll out Ridley Gregg, Anton Lundell, and Patty Kane. Fourth line, it is what it is. Oh my fuck! Gregg, Lundell, and Kane on our third line. Fourth line is what it is at this point. And then defensively, we really need a complete overhaul on the back end. Maybe a new makeup. We don't have a lot of great defensemen. And then in goal... Very bright future. Jesper Wallstedt, currently a 90 overall. And then Johnny Goldie, the young rookie, 79 overall at 18 years of age. There it is. All right, can you talk to defense so they fit the line like forwards? I have no idea. But Drew Doughty is an 87, so it's not bad. Oh my God, what a throw by Mahomes. Holy fuck. Why did we not do that earlier in the game? Touchdown, Kansas City. Holy shit, what a throw. That was nutty. Johnny Goat goalie. Currently, I'm going to keep my leadership core the way it is. Martin Faravari, you are not the captain. EA, why? Tell me why my AI coach, whoever it is, why is he naming captaincies every single season? Don't understand it. Also, why is Nate Schmidt having Patrick Kane's number? Not happening, buddy. When's the next drinking stream? Buddy, I drank yesterday. Not for a while. Chill out. You want me to go into a liver failure? Come on now. All right. I'm going to set my season goals, and I think we're going to call it here, chat. A successful start to the GM mode here in Utah. We made the playoffs, got some playoff experience underneath our belt. If you didn't already, like the live stream, subscribe to the channel, and join our Discord. Link is pinned, top of the chat. We will be back tomorrow with Shorzy's Be a Pro. I appreciate you guys coming out. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you go check out my latest video that was posted today. Comment on it, Utah. I'll make sure to heart your comment. Thank you guys for coming out. And until next time. Don't be silly. Wrap your willy.